Hey y'all, welcome back to Ride Like a Pro One. Today I'm going to be giving 9 tips why for riders. 9 tips and why for new riders. First tip is your headlights. Ride with your headlights on. This will increase your chances of being seen. Ride with your headlights on high beam. This will help drivers to see you. And what that means is in the daytime, when you're riding down the road, ride with your headlights on high beam. That way, drivers can see you better. Number two, your horn. Make sure your horn works. That means before you get ready to go riding, you want to test your own horn. And why you want to make sure your horn works is in case you have to blow at someone to get their attention quickly. And what you want to do, you want to blow your horn. You blow your horn a long time. Just hold your finger on it. That should get their attention. That's why your horn should work, so you can get other drivers' attention. Say like if they're getting ready to pull out in front of you, hadn't actually pulled out in front of you yet, but they're getting ready to, you might be able to, first of all, you want to cover your clutch on the left with your left hand on the handlebar, cover your front brake on your handlebar on the right side, and also cover your rear brake on the right side with your right foot. I mean, put your foot over the brake lever and have your fingers on the right side over your your front brake lever, and also have your left hand over your lever for your clutch on the left hand side of your handlebar. Okay, turn signals. You want to make sure your turn signals work before you leave. Before you ride, check all four of them. That means your front left, your front right, your left rear, and your right rear. Turn signals. What you do, you turn your switch on, and you hit your signal light switch to the left. And that should make your signal light blink to the left. And your front one on your left and your rear one on the left should blink at the same time. And then turn it to the right side. Uh, your right signal light on the front and your rear signal light on the back should blink at the same time. Make sure your signal lights work. And this is why you should do that is so drivers will know when you are turning. They'll know when you get ready to make a right turn or they know when you get ready to make a left turn. Tail lights. Before you get ready to go riding, make sure your tail light works. And this is so drivers behind you will know when you are slowing or stopping. And what I usually do, I usually take my right hand and I tap my front brake lever, and that makes your rear brake light, makes your rear brake lights flash. And that way, if your brake light is flashing, it's more likely that it make the driver see you, make the driver behind you, see you, and know that you get ready to either slow down or stop. Your brakes before you get ready to go riding, make sure your front brake and your rear brake work. So this means when you apply both brakes, when you apply both of brakes at the same time, you can stop. That's why you want to make sure your brakes are working. So what you do, like I said before, tap Tap your front lever on your right hand side, your front brake lever, and this makes them flash. That'll make your brake light flash. And that way you know your brake light is working. Your mirrors, before you leave, make sure that you don't have nothing. Make sure your mirrors are not broken and they are adjusted. That means when you see behind you, make sure they're adjusted before you pull off, before you start riding. And this is if they are broken, you can't see behind you. And if they are not adjusted, you will have to steer with one hand. And that's not I've done that before and it's sort of easy for me, but I can tell it's sort of uncomfortable because you got to take one hand off the handlebar to adjust your mirrors. Okay. Next thing, hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. I'll be right with you all. Hold tight with me. Okay. Your fluid. This means your antifreeze, your brake fluid, your motor oil. These are fluids. And you want to check to make sure your fluid is at the operating level, which would be either full or in between full would work, but you want it on the full mark. So fluids, check your motor oil, check your antifreeze lever, and check your clutch and brake levers, fluid levels. Your motor oil, and why you want oil in your motor, it keeps your engine from locking up. And some motorcycles have what you call a wet clutch, and the oil for your clutch also is for your engine and your clutch. So that's why it's called a wet clutch. A dry clutch, you don't. It's a dry clutch. It's dry. Your antifreeze keep your engine from overheating. Antifreeze. That's why you want to make sure your antifreeze level is either a little bit under full, or I prefer for it to be full on the full mark. Your clutch. You need the clutch to shift your gears. Your brakes. You need the brakes. You need them. I mean, front and back. You need them to stop. If you didn't have no brakes, you couldn't stop. Your tires. You want to check. You want to check your air pressure. Check and make sure they are inflated, which means make sure they got air in them with the proper air pressure. That means on the side of your tire, it's got PSI. And PSI will tell you what the recommended manufacturer air pressure for that tire that you run on your bike supposed to be in that tire, or that the tires are not flat. That means you will check, make sure you don't have a flat tire. Knowing where your controls are. Before you leave, you want to make sure you know where the signal lights are. You want to know where your horn is at. You want to know where your engine cutoff switch is at. You want to know where your brake, your front and your rear. You want to know where your clutch level is at. And you want to know where your gas throttle is at. And your gear shifter. You want to know where all these things are at before you ride or start off. And like always, what I always say, always remember, a good rider always look for trouble, but not to get into, but to stay out of. That means always be looking at your surroundings, check your rear mirrors, check from side to side, the side roads, and always be aware of what's around you. And that'll be it for this video. I will be making some next ones. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next YouTube video. Thank you, and have a blessed night. Bye-bye.